I can't believe it. I can't believe after 1 minute of toy train spotting, I have finally achieved myself to place not 3 but 4 Tommy Trackmaster toy trains. And yes, I'm just glad to have 2 Thomases in my collection because 2 is better than having 1. Interesting to say, isn't it? Very nice indeed. And yes, we've got Luke pulling 2 grey coaches, and we've got Thomas pulling what it looks like to be, is it the flying kipper? Is that the I'm not sure what I'm saying, but is that the way Henry pulls his train? I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if this is Thomas's way of pulling his train. But anyways, we've got Thomas pulling 3 onion clovers, which for some reason are ludicrously faceless. And yes, we've got this metro train there, which I've only bought it for at least around 2 years ago. And it has, it has got that very cool, light up feature on the train there. I mean, look at it go. Pretty nice feature. And I'm only going to basically have this video running possibly over or under 60 minutes because my tablet hasn't got that much memory. But in this video, I'm actually going to do something different for a toy review than what I usually do to my packagings that I actually do in my videos. And this is actually sort of much better to what I did in previous videos. Let's find out. Well, maybe another minute of train spotting and then we can get back to the way we're supposed to be, perhaps. And I might probably delay for this one just a bit, so I'll just have my voice go for a bit of a rest and I'll come back soon, just after 4 minutes. Okay, maybe. Let's do it, maybe 1 minute time. And I'm not sure if I'm talking over this video, but I can tell you what, guys, this is going to be amazing. Yep, 4 minutes has just gone by, and yes, we've ended up this product here. A black-headed gulls versus digestive spinning top biscuit 12-pack. And if there's a spinning top there, I'll probably need to find a very flat surface. And yes, I've got a book here just to make it so clear as I'm making this video here. And yes, looks like 2 of the figures there has actually just popped out from the packaging already. So yes, I'm just glad that this one here has all the components. And yes, this packaging has never been glued, and yes, it has never been deteriorated by packaging activity. Of course, it has never been ripped apart, and it's very similar to the way I sort of want to relate into the way I'm sort of saying deteriorate. That's what I'm saying. On the back of the packaging, you can see a little bit of simplicity on the artwork there, and you can also see the little instructions on how to basically make the spinning top work. And yes, what it looks like to be that seagull there looks very curious about that little digestive biscuit, which actually looks like this. So it's basically like a spinning top, and yes, it says digestive, referencing to the Scottish biscuit digestive. And yes, if I turn to the other side there, it shows a very nice, ludicrously beautiful looking patterning of brown, possibly with a black spot there, representing, it looks like a chocolate digestive biscuit, but it does have a very square sort of influence into it. And if I spin it, oops, let me have another go. Actually, it does work. Wow, look at that. And if I was literally thinking that this thing could be in the pinball game, it could literally just pop back into space. Well, there you go, that's how a spinning top works. Beautiful indeed. Well, let me take a look at the seagulls next. And these gulls don't look too bad by the way they've been made. You can see the little eye detailing there. And if I look closely there, their heads are actually chocolate brown. So if I closely look at them, they sort of have a very, very chocolatey brown sort of appearance. And if I show you, I think it's basically their breeding plumage. I'm not sure if you can see that through camera there. They've all got the same feet and beak detailing of red, and also the wingtip detailing as well. And some of these also have a bit of brown on the bodies there, but most of it is just grey. So I wouldn't classify them as first winter birds. They're more adult plumage birds. So we've got 11 of these birds. Not too bad in the way, not too shabby in the way it's been painted, and not too shonky by the way it's been designed. But nevertheless, these black-headed gulls, despite their simplicity, look really awesome indeed. And yes, if I probably stand all the seagulls, something like that, well, maybe I could literally just imagine that there's something that I would literally say that the biscuit will be literally marauded by those crazy black-headed seagulls. Even though, for what I'm saying, they're not really that much of a seagull. They tend to be inland for some strange reason. I don't know why. But yes, it really just goes to show you on how amazing FlipFlap toys can be. And what about the other dudes which are literally sitting there, eh? How about they're gonna probably, you know, I think they're basically just gonna probably sit there on the very top of my duvet, on the bed, probably in the bed sheet here, or is it? I'm not sure if I could literally say it's the duvet cover. Okay, some of these black-headed gulls will probably have to rest here because some of them don't actually stand that well. Probably it's the feet, which is basically the design flaw. Anyways, let's try and spin basically the digestive biscuit. And I'm going to have to move these black-headed gulls away because they're going to be knocked over by it, of course. And you know what comes next. And quickly spinning this one here, actually carefully spinning this one here. Oops, sorry about that. Well, maybe it just goes to show you that these gulls have been hallucinated by the ultimate power of digestives. And yes, it has just taken out one of the seagulls there. And speaking of taking out, it looks like that two of the Thomases there are literally bickering about where their territory is going to be. And yes, they have literally broken out the fight successfully. And here comes Luke chasing after Thomas. But yes, I'm just going to find a very simple remedy for my toy products by FlipFlap, which is going to sound really amazing indeed. Okay, the very simple solution is I've got a Pritt stick glue, and they're not quite cheap, and I'm not sure how good or badly detailed they are. It's made in Germany, and right over there, as you can see, there's a sad onion there. Thanks to Ashens, Stuart Ashens, for referencing them as sad onions, of course. That's why that's 0 to 3 symbols of the sad onion, of course. And looks pretty beautiful, the Pritt stick glue. And this is actually the sort of glue that I actually want to probably fix and come in to do a bit of packaging, sort of packing in a sense. Well, yes, I would carefully probably try and basically make the packaging a lot much more better than usual, I'd probably say. And then I think there's loads of glue here, not too much I suppose. Using my finger here, trying to basically try and wipe some of the glue, probably keep some of the glue here. And I'll put all the seagulls that will be right inside in the packaging, as well as the digestive spinning top biscuit. So let's put that digestive biscuit right inside that packaging there. Goes in there. I just wanted to point out that I want to add 11 seagulls into the packaging here as well. That's going to probably make it a lot more interesting, of course. And sadly, I've accidentally just broke my packaging, and yes, I'll have to probably grab some tape because I've accidentally ripped the packaging, of course, and I might probably bring the black-headed gulls there. I think the rip actually came from here, so I might probably fix it somewhere like that. And sadly, I didn't actually realise that this was broken. This packaging was broken. I think it's going to become quite common, this sort of problem here. This is the side rip-off area here, action feature here. I might probably bring the black-headed gulls there, and I'll carefully put all the black-headed gulls in right there, of course. I might probably make another episode on how to basically perfectly fit all of these on to basically try and make the packaging is a lot more easier to store toys without basically being destroyed and being deteriorated by some sort of maniac like me. But I'm actually not really a maniac. I'm actually quite, I can be quite serious, but at the same time I can be a bit reluctant when it comes into FlipFlap toys. But nevertheless, I'm just an expert on just how these toys are being manufactured. And yes, I'll probably close this one back here, and it's something like that. I think, well, maybe, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I think in the future I could have just added some barcodes and possibly the sad onions, and probably the code of the product here. It would have made sense to make it a lot more of a, I'll probably say, to make it more of a legitimate product by FlipFlap. There, I'm not sure if FlipFlap is a very legitimate paper toy company that I literally created for the UK. And there you go, it's been nicely done, but I think it needs a lot more glue than that. And carefully trying to add a bit of glue here, making sure it's not going to destroy and deteriorate the whole packaging here. And there you go, that's probably about it. And yes, this is also the same component or the same piece of equipment I actually make these trading cards. And they sound pretty awesome, don't they? Well, I'll probably have to leave this video here, and I gotta tell you what, this is actually one of the shortest videos I've produced. And in the end, thank God, I've only just released one product today. Man, that would have been tiring if I actually made two. Anyways, let's probably finish off with a bit of train spotting here. And oh no, it looks like I forgot to put another black-headed gull here, and I didn't realise that. And yes, because my packaging was destroyed again, I would probably have to fix the packaging one more time. Okay, what I might do is I'll probably avoid the beak here, and I might have to probably tape the packaging open me please symbol there, because it's been totally destroyed, and maybe make it look brand new. I don't know why it's been destroyed like that. I think it's the way it's been made, and I don't know. Sorry for the camera drop. Sorry for being rough and ready this video here. In fact, most of my videos, there you go. This is the most very common problem on my FlipFlap channel. My camera is just so bad. Well, not much to say here, but I can tell you what, my computer room is in a mess. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.